So I was out of town for a week, and I did not have any access to any HF radios. Normally I'd take that with me and kind of operate wherever, but this time it kind of wasn't an option. So I downloaded the RC Forbes remote software, which allowed me to get into a local HF remote station. And if you're unfamiliar with that program, this is kind of what it looks like. It gives you access to a ton of different remote stations, so you can see that there's like Tucson, Arizona, UHF, VHF. There are HF remotes in here, which is nice. But the only issue with that is that you need transmit privileges from the control operator. Now, I was able to get transmit privileges about 3 days into my trip, and the other 2 days, last 2 days, I was not able to operate at all. So I was looking for a way to be able to remote my own station, and I ran across Delta3CharlieBravo.com, df3cb.com. And the nice thing about this is that it is actually set up for the Yaesu series radios, the FTDX series radios, much like this one here. And on the screen here, you can kind of see that the radio user interface is set up just like the 950 is. You can change that to a couple different things. So I had it set up on a local test here. This is just a local area IP. I did have to forward a specific port. Mine's is labeled 1337. And here's the interfaces: automatic detect FT2000, FT2000D, 950, FTDX 5000. And so the audio port is actually on a different port. So going to my main desktop here, you can see it running up in the corner there. Port 1337 is green, the audio port 4000 is green, and COM7 is what is used to control my radio. So to run this, you'll need the client, which provides the UI for the radio, and the client for the server. Another thing I have is ZeroTier. That opens a way to be able for my radio to connect to this one, so I can remote into it. So we just hit connect, and there it is. I can control frequency, transmit, and everything else on this side of it. And up here on the server, you can see that I'm connected in at whatever time, and it's working. So with this, I can come over here and, like I said, control every aspect of the radio. I can turn it off, I can turn it back on, I can tune the antenna. Now, I have to put the tuner into bypass mode and use the onboard antenna tuner on this radio. So yeah, that's how I set up my HF remote. Now I'm able to control it from anywhere that I have internet.